All right. So last time you guys made it with some bumbling hilarity into the embassy. Finally, the Corellian embassy.
Yeah, I did a good job finding the good building.
Sure.
It would be a totally different scene if you had gone through.
I just really wanted to meet Douglas. I'm a big fan.
And I want it canon right now. It's spelled like Doug is spelled, so it's DUG
LAS. Yes,
Douglas. All right, so you guys made it. You guys met Ulrin, who is the aide to the prince. He's kind of like his right-hand man. He's a very flamboyant individual. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, you draw your lines where you're going to draw them. You nasty,
I love him. I
dirty
think he's
people.
great.
You guys let him know that all the shit that's happened to you, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And he suddenly came to the conclusion that you guys had been at for quite some time, was that one of the four of you must have done the bad that blew up the ship and killed the boy.
The big bad.
So I think there was like an uncomfortable silence, and then you guys kind of like, small talked your way to the elevator.
Bran grabs the bottle to take with her.
Okay. The hard blaster.
Yep.
Before I leave, can I ask him for what's his name? Fleck?
Brelk?
Erlin?
Oak? What?
Brelk.
Brelk.
Like BR Elk.
Like short for Broken Ridge.
Which one are you
Can I
looking
ask for
for?
his file?
Oh.
He
Still looking.
kind of like scrunches his face up. He's like, I think that given the information you all have just given me, I need to do some independent research. I think everyone, I allowed you to see yours, Fumfu, because it's yours.
Okay.
I think everyone else's privacy should remain intact, lest there should not be any undue suspicion.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Bestie, do you want to see yours?
I don't know how I would do that.
I'll read it to you.
I don't know. Because we never really, we
No,
don't know
I
who did it,
wouldn't-
right?
I wouldn't trust him.
We
Don't
crossed
trust
some
him.
weird line.
The truth!
That's awful suspicious.
What?
Why wouldn't you want him to see it?
Well, this guy, Oren, just said I couldn't see.
Yeah, but he
Well-
was a prince. Like, he was going to be king of a planet. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, Best Roof is a well-to-do member of society as
Bullshit.
well.
No, you know what? He can read it.
Why don't you just
Are
read it
you
out
sure?
loud for
I
everybody?
mean, we have the means of you just getting the information.
No, please. I have nothing to hide.
Okay, all right.
Tell me all his secrets.
He sends the file to your datapad. He's like, that will be off your datapad in the next 3 hours, so use the time you need. And anyone else? Anything else?
Can I get mine? I feel like that's just the right thing to do. Like
Yeah.
everybody's relearning.
Steve, would you like yours as well?
Yeah, sure. I don't feel like I'm going to learn much, but sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Zips it to you. Same with you. You guys all have like a time limit on your dossiers, basically. He's like, all right. And he opens the elevator door for you all. He punches in 101. He's like, there's plenty of beds. Feel free to spread out. I'll see you in the morning, and we'll discuss the specific mechanics of what you all need to do, because regardless, we need to move forward. We may be ahead of schedule, so that's why we're taking this evening to recharge. But honestly, I would like to see you all spacebound before tomorrow night.
Sounds
Fine
good
by
to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll need a new coat first.
Oh, all right.
Going into the elevator.
We'll do our best. All right. Is everybody in?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there a balcony?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was just making sure. Are you in the elevator?
Oh, yeah. I thought we were
Oh,
in the
sorry.
penthouse
Okay.
already.
Yeah.
All right. So
Gonna
now you guys are
jump
up
off of
into. Yikes. You guys are in. It's an amazing. Like, this whole floor is just you guys. There's cool little fountains. There's cool fireplace things. There's several kitchens. I would say there's 3 just because of the big layout. I mean, I would say this is like the penthouse. The building is the size of a city block, so the penthouse is a city block. In terms of size. So this whole floor is dedicated to you guys. There are several balconies. I'm just going to say there's 4 of you. So we're going to place the rooms sequentially. They're all in the 4 corners. So there's a balcony on each of them. So Right now, you guys are at the elevator, kind of in a main living room. There are several other like lounging rooms, sunrooms, things like that. Yeah. So you guys are not at the top of the building, but you're pretty close.
Somebody escort me to a balcony, please.
I got you, bestie. I'm going to take him to a closet.
You open the door. You open the door to the closet.
Yep. I'm going to go, all right, don't walk too far forward. It doesn't look like there's a rail.
It's awful quiet.
Yeah, there's sound dampening. It's a high-class balcony.
I'm going to reach out.
I wanted him to roll
You touch a
deception,
robe.
but yeah, you touch like a bathrobe.
And I'm like,
It's fuzzy and
what is
soft.
this?
They got some plants out here, too.
This is not a plant.
How do you know? You can't see it.
Roll deception now. Roll deception. It's gone too far. 3 because he's not. He may be blind, but he's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, rip. Why not? That's a failure.
Oof. All right.
Fun food.
You,
Is this the balcony?
I'm not with you. I'm in my own room.
is it, and I honestly, I'm just gonna go and put it out there. I don't know if Fun Food would know a balcony from a closet. You push through more. You still say that anyways, but you don't hear anything. That gives you realizing that you're far away from everybody else. But you keep pushing forward, and you feel the solid wall of the back of the closet.
I'll just turn around and I'll find it myself.
As he bumps into an end table.
Steve's going to sticker.
Can we say I find my way to a balcony?
Eventually, with much bumping of knees and shins, you eventually make your
fine.
way to what you assume is the balcony because you can actually hear the traffic. It's below you, and you can feel like a light breeze.
Okay. I'm going to meditate and sleep there.
Oh, okay. Like cross-legged. Okay. All right. Cool.
Roughly what time is it?
Let's see. Forget when you guys landed. We're gonna just say, since he's setting you guys to bed, it's approaching. It's evening. It's like dusk.
Okay. Steve's going to get on the elevator and go down.
Okay. Are
What
you
time did you say?
dusk? Like,
Are the shops still open?
I'm sure that remember the sun never sets down there because there ain't no sun.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to move on from you until you're okay?
For now.
All right. So, Funfu, where are you?
I'll go to my room.
Okay. It's a super
mansion room.
huge, big, squishy bed that could easily fit 6 Funfus.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I think I'm just gonna shower and try to wash my clothes.
Okay. In the same
In the shower?
in the show. Do you just walk in wearing your clothes?
I'm
Yeah.
washing me and my,
My clothes.
clothes, bitch.
That's a classic vine right there. All right, so you're doing that. You are washing yourself and your clothes,
Sobering up.
sobering up, and probably having some you haven't thought about them because you kind of forgot about them.
Yeah, but
about your family.
my family.
Your family.
And I'm a fucking doctor.
And you
What?
are a doctor. If it helps, you had just graduated from being a doctor right before this mission happened. So
Okay.
that's why you forgot. That's the reasoning.
Okay.
Okay. Bran.
Bran is taking a shower without her clothes on like a normal person, with the hard blaster and
A shower liquor?
yes, just stressing the fuck out.
Okay. All right.
The whole
I like sitting in the floor, drinking
no,
liquor,
just
rocking.
no, just standing there, just fucking
What is stressing Bran out right now?
the captain thing.
Okay.
She's freaking out.
Okay. Oh man, we forgot to do this last session too. Roll force die for me.
I got 2 whites, by the way. I did that
Okay.
first thing.
Let's two
Two white.
too good.
Okay. So you're stressing out, and I think you subconsciously kind of reach out mentally. You're not even aware that you're doing this really, but you're kind of sensing things around you, and you can tell this building is full of life and full of people and stuff like that. And you it extends a bit more, and you kind of feel you feel a point of almost contention very nearby, and then you also feel a slightly comforting presence that recoils as soon as like your like I guess mind sort of touches it. It kind of snaps you back,
Yeah.
and it's kind of one of those like shower thoughts, like what the fuck was? Whoa, what was that?
I drop the bottle and it shatters.
Okay, boom, and I don't think you cut your foot, but I think you're like shit, and like a whole most of the liquor is going down the drain.
Shit. I hop out of the shower and clean it up.
Okay. Bestroof, go ahead and roll another force die for me.
1 dark.
Okay. So you're sitting on your balcony and you're meditating. And what is Bestroof trying to what is he meditating for? Like what's the goal here?
Introspection.
Of like everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you're thinking of the past couple of days. You're thinking of the fact that like nothing that you guys sort of decided what was true was true. You're not the captain. Steve's not the captain. Brand's been the captain this whole time, and like the fact that Broke was obviously some sort of good friend to you, even though you didn't know him that long. I think there's a part of you that's worried about your kid. And I think you're just kind of like swirling in this, like, there's a lot of like unknowns right now. And there is there's a flower pot near you on the edge of the balcony. And while you are feeling all these things, you feel some sort of presence kind of like envelop you for a second. And it seems okay, but then it's like freaks you out, and you kind of like instinctively like go to get up because you're not sure if it's you're dreaming or are you hallucinating. Is it another strange sensation of being blind? And as you kind of like suddenly like get up, the pot at the edge of the balcony,
There's weed out there?
there's what?
There's weed out there?
the flower pot breaks in half from top to bottom, and just kind of like clay pot pieces kind of like clatter all over the ground, and kind of that startles you completely out of your meditation. Okay. And I guess you go to sleep.
Well, I feel around for for it, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So you feel like the obviously broken pot pieces. They're not that sharp, but you feel dirt. Some plant.
I'll mutter aloud.
Some plant.
I'll mutter aloud, how peculiar, and just head back in and get into the bed.
Okay. It's pretty much a straight shot, and you kind of like trip into the bed, but it's a real big bed. You haven't figured it out yet. You're still figuring it out, and unfamiliar surroundings are going to fuck you up completely. So, so you fall in the bed and you're like, well, all right. And then into Snooze Town. All right. Steve, you went down the elevator.
And then I'm going to go find that other elevator and go down again.
Oh, like out of the building and stuff? Okay, yeah. You just kind of like do the whole like, Happy Hogan, like Iron Man 2, like tap your badge thing. Like, yeah. See, I got a badge. And they let you leave the building. You get back to the elevator you guys went to. You go back down to the merchant district.
I'm going to look around for somebody shady that looks like they might know a fence.
Okay. Roll streetwise.
Average?
Yeah.
That's going to cancel out. It's nothing.
Okay. So you kind of look around and you don't see anyone that you think is like, you see some shady people because it's now like the nighttime hours, even though it's like this place is completely lit up by like fluorescence and stuff. They've dimmed a bit to signal like, hey, it's like nighttime everywhere else or topside. So you see obviously plenty of shady characters because it's that time of night, if you will, but none of which you're willing to trust with this object, this jewel that you have found.
I'm going to keep looking.
Okay. Let's see. Let's say you go around the corner. You pass by the stall where you guys bought the eye patches and stuff, and the alien not called Stacy on your awkward encounter. You see some like kind of a police force down here. That's kind of like walking all around, and like you see some flashing lights, and there's some people are being told like to please step back or whatever. And in front of a small shop is the foaming at the mouth but very dead body of a frail old man.
Oh no.
And there are the police force is kind of like maintaining a perimeter. You don't really care about this, and you really kind of like, I might as well move away from the police in general just because of what I'm holding. But then you catch actually roll perception. Let's just see if we'll do it'll be average.
Yeah.
Okay, so you catch a glint of you see a man in kind of a lighter tan robe, kind of move in between the police officers and kneel down at the old man's body, and you catch a glint of a silver something at his belt, which you just know because your dealings in general is like you recognize instantly as that's a lightsaber. So if that's a lightsaber, that's probably a Jedi.
I am going the other direction.
Okay. All right. So you zip down. You're close to where you kind of got onto the dark web now. You pass by where Bran got her dark nugs.
Dank.
And you see plenty of toothfishes hanging, ready for purchase. And roll a easy streetwise check now. All right. You are looking. You realize that that's where Bran got her food, and you're like, why would anyone eat there? And you're like looking at it as you're walking, and then you run like smack dab into a guy, and kind of like, I was like, whoa, hey, hey, watch where you're going.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
He's like a grungy looking dude. He's a human. He's kind of like looking like left and right, and he's like holding his his coat like closed. He's like, yeah, you watch where you're going. You a person? Are you a person or are you a droid? And he like takes a step back because he's worried that you're a droid.
I'm definitely not a droid. I'm a gank.
Yeah, he relaxes like, oh god, okay, yeah, sorry, I thought you were one of them new undercover like military droids. I don't.
You're not one of those undercover military droids, are you?
I'm like, no. And he holds up. He opens his coat. He's like, why would I be holding all this illicit material if I was one of the? And he's like, he opens his coat and he's got like all kinds of different drugs. He's got
Is this Darpeen's brother?
no. He's got all kinds of illicit drugs. He's got various different forms of currency like on different planets. Like credits are like galactically recognized, but every planet has their own, and the underworld even has its own beyond that. And so he's kind of like, he's like, no, I'm what is your problem?
I'm actually looking for somebody that might be interested in purchasing some fancy illicit things.
What are you hawking? What do you got?
Oh, it's real shiny. It's pink, got some orange floaties in it. I'm gonna sort of pop
that sounds very gross when you describe it.
No, it's like a gem. It's like a gem. Look. I'm gonna sort of flash it at him.
Show it to him. He's like, oh, and he like looks at it and he's like, yeah. He holds up like one hand. He's like, okay, or both hands. He's like, okay, this is. I realize from one sketch to another, this is gonna be weird, but can I look at it for a moment?
No.
I'll let you hold my coat.
No.
I'll let you hold my neck while I look at it.
What?
I go. Okay, I'm gonna produce. Do I have a knife? I have a knife. Yes, I'm gonna produce my combat knife. Take him around the throat, hold it to his throat, and hand him the thing.
Okay, he looks at it and he's just like, okay. It's a little close. Okay. This is a do you know what this is?
Yeah, I just want to know how much I can get for it.
Oh, okay. Well, you could probably get like 3,000 maybe from a safe buyer. But if you go down more untraditional means, you could probably get like 10.
All right, can you point me in the direction of the untraditional means?
He points at himself. He's like, ta-da!
Done. Give me 10.
He's like, okay, can we remove... He puts the jewel back in your hand. Can we remove the knife
Absolutely. Let him
thing?
go.
He's like, okay. He clasps his hands. He's like, so I can have you 10 in the morning. I won't take the jewel. I can give you 10 in the morning. How about that?
Can you do 7 now?
I can give you 12 in the morning.
Can you do 7 now?
Roll negotiation.
Oh, fuck that. Average?
Yeah.
Rip. No.
He's like, so 12 tomorrow.
Done.
All right.
Same place?
He's like, yeah, unless there's a more, amenable place for you.
How about right off the elevator? And I'm going to point to the elevator.
He's like, all right, that one specifically,
Yep.
got it. And he spits in his hand, and he holds out to you.
I'm going to look at it and go, you had to spit in it?
It's a thief thing.
All right. I'm going to spit in my hand and shake his hand.
Okay. He's like, all right, yes, we're in mutual grossness as we shake. He's like, you will see me jam ram in the morning.
Jam ram. Got it.
All right. And he's like, remember, just you. Nobody else, not the fishy.
Why would I bring anybody else?
Because I don't know. You could be a cop. You have to tell me if you're a cop.
It's a law. You'd have to tell me, too. We haven't told each other, so there it is.
Well, I'm not a cop.
Exactly. Neither am I. Let's go.
But-
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. All right. And he slips off with his coat of wonders.
And I slip off with my gross jewel.
Your jewel's not gross.
I don't know. It's described pretty gross.
You're just like, it's a pink thing. It's floaty. I don't know. It sounded sexual when you described it for some reason. All right. So you go back to the penthouse?
Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah, we'll go back to penthouse.
Okay. You go to bed? Normal shit?
How large is this jewel we're talking about here?
It's probably like palm sized.
Palm size?
Yeah.
Jesus. Thought we were talking like ring size gem. I'm going to sneakily hide the gem in my boot.
Thank God that word was boot. I was like, please no. I don't even know if gangs have buttholes.
We're gonna have a roll of ass pennies situation going on.
All right, so you put it in your boot. You go to sleep?
Yes.
All right. Bran, did you end up going to sleep after your liquor debacle?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you all have well, you guys describe it to me. Do you guys have a restful sleep, a fitful sleep? What's going on?
Bran's drunk, so she passes out horde.
All right.
Steve could sleep anywhere, so he sleeps pretty damn good.
Nice.
I think I have a hard time sleeping because I'm just so excited that I'm a doctor. And I'm thinking about my new coat that I'm going to get and everything.
I imagine Bistroof would have a tough time sleeping as well because of what happened on the balcony.
Okay. All right, so it's morning. You guys kind of get like gently woken up by like a kind of like a doo-doo-doo like tune like throughout the penthouse, and you hear Urun's voice come through, and he's like, good morning. If you all would promptly get dressed and ready yourselves, I can meet you down in my office. We can have a bit of breakfast, and we can discuss how this day is going to progress. I trust you had a wonderful sleep.
So Steve's gonna try and find an intercom to talk with him. He's gonna go to one and try and ring him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I need to go down to the ship, take a look at it. I'm not comfortable leaving it overnight. My ship kind of foreign to me.
We do have a literally like a live stream like of the spaceport. We can see the ship, the Jimmy.
I would feel better seeing it in person. I'll be back before breakfast is over.
All right. Okay. Well, just realize any decisions made in your absence you will have to abide by.
Fair.
All right.
I want to intercom him too.
Okay.
Say, I need new clothes before I can present myself.
Oh, my dear Fumfu, you just need to look at the foot of your bed.
What?
You look for your bed, and
I'm gonna look at-
there's a box.
I'm going to open it.
Okay. You describe to me what the code is. What does Fun Fu have? Whatever you want.
It's just a doctor's coat.
It's just like a white
Yeah.
like lab coat thing. All right, you open it up.
She
You're
has a
still,
white face with a white coat.
but I assume she has like some sort of like tan undershirt or like
Yeah.
I mean like or like I'm
Whatever.
sure you're wearing cargo pants or were you wearing like jegs like khakis? You would have been able to fit in them.
Probably. No, not his khakis. They were my clothes.
Okay.
But I mean, it could be like a red doctor's coat, or it doesn't have to be white.
No, do you describe it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
But
care.
you choose.
Which one's maybe a black doctor's coat? That'd be creepy.
All right, you want a black one? It's up to you.
I'll just do white.
Are you sure? Okay, you're sure.
Yes.
Okay. You open it up as a Dr. Coat. I'm sure you make some sort of happy Fun Fu noise. You're still on the line with him. He's like, see, I knew it's exactly what you wanted. I noticed you couldn't put your other one down. I guess your other one got burned or destroyed or something. But there you go, fresh.
Oh man, it has so many pockets,
It does.
and my name's on it.
It does.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'll see you for breakfast.
Okay.
So you slip into your nice, comfy, cool doctor jacket. Bran, Bistroof.
Bran gets up, slightly hungover, trudges to the bathroom, little splash on the face, and gets dressed
Okay.
and heads that way. Heads
All right.
down. Is
Yeah.
anyone going to help him?
I guess as you get dressed, I'm in the lobby,
Okay.
so we can go down.
All
Together.
right.
You
yeah.
just sleep in your clothes? Like, okay. No bathing for
It's too much trouble.
no bathing for
Stinky
the weekend.
Bistroof.
All right. So Steve's already left. He also didn't bathe, so I guess he's also
Stinky
pretty
Steve.
Stinky Steve. So you're back down in the merchant's quarter. You're
Correct.
looking
I
for
actually went down a different elevator
okay.
to meet Jamram.
Jam Ram. All right, so you're coming from a different angle.
Yes.
And you see Jam Ram standing kind of near the elevator, kind of like looking around. Make a perception check.
Average.
Yes. God, all your rolls are the same, aren't they?
Pretty much. That's a success.
All right. So you notice that he's waiting. He is waiting by himself. But nearby, there are two positioned. One is near you right now, and one is on the other end, kind of like of this stretch. Two positioned other sketchy guys, and they don't seem to be shopping.
They're gonna steal from me.
All right.
I'm gonna message Bestie on my fancy pants data pad because we have each other's numbers now. Since
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were doing the jag thing. Be like, hey,
You guys never went over his dossier, by the way.
that's fine.
Whoops, deleted.
That's fine. If there was anything important, he would have tried to hide it.
Maybe.
He would have known, but whatever. I'm gonna ring you. So ring 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 ring
I will fumble around with it to answer.
ring ring.
He answers it upside down at first, so you hear nothing.
Bestie. Bestie. Bestie.
Rotates around.
Hey, what's up?
Hey man, you want to make some money?
That's pretty vague, but yeah. Like what?
All right,
what do
all
you
right, all right. So you know the elevator that we came down or up, or you're familiar with how elevators work.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm,
so-
I'm really good. I've gotten really good at tracing my steps.
Awesome. So go back to that elevator. Once you get down to the bottom of it, ask for a guy named Jamram loudly, and then sort of wave in any direction you hear a noise.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's easy enough.
Just like quick.
Okay. And
Do I
click, and I will go. I will go that way.
But like, were you with everybody before? Or were
Well, don't you have to
alone?
do one elevator to get to the other one?
Yeah, you have to go down the bottom of the building, out to the other elevator down.
Yeah. So I'll.
So you were just all by yourself when that happened?
Oh yeah.
That's
I guess
what
I
I'm
was.
You were near Brown.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'll just,
Brown-
I need to go real quick. Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna eat all the breakfast, and I am really excited about that because now I realize, like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna be the first one there. Continental.
And then I will go down.
All right. So as Best Roof goes down, Fun Fu comes out of her room in her snazzy new doctor coat.
Yes.
Kind of pop the collar, maybe like boom, stunting, expecting everyone to be there, and you just see hungover Bran.
Oh, that's a cool dress. Are you ready to get breakfast?
It is a doctor's coat.
That is a very
I'm a
cool
doctor.
smock. Are you ready for breakfast?
Yes.
Okay. I boop the thing and go get the food.
Fun Fu's excitement drains away instantly.
I'm an energy vampire.
All right, so as you guys head down and the doors open for you guys to get to Ulrin's office and breakfast, the doors open. He's like, "Good morning," and he like looks and he's like, "Where are the boys?" We flip to Bestroof has just gotten to the bottom of the elevator for the merchant's quarter. He pops out, and you are there. It's the wave of stink, and musk hits you.
Jim Jam?
Is he waving to the back of the elevator? Like,
The guy near the elevator turns around. He's like, "You mean Jam Ram?
Jam Ram?
I'm over here."
And I'm going to wave at him the other direction. I'm going to turn around and wave at him.
No, the other way.
Turning around again.
Okay, who are you?
Who are you?
You just said you poorly said my name. I'm Jamram.
I was just told to yell your name.
Why were you told to yell my name? One of the guys, the one that's closest to you, Steve, starts like stepping forward, like suspiciously, like what the fuck, like getting closer to the situation. The far one is still chilling.
I'm gonna walk up to the other one and go, "Hey, man, what are we looking at?"
The far away one?
No, the one closest to me. So the far away one to them.
Okay. He's like, I'm just watching a purchaser, just watching a buy, making sure it's not dirty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm just curious. You seemed really intent. I was curious if you were watching like a lover's quarrel or something.
I mean, he's like, hey, motions. He's like, I don't think these two would get together. It would be weird. But no, he points at his blaster at his hip. He's like, no, I'm here to make sure if this thing goes dirty, it ends dirty.
Goes dirty. Cool. All right. Well, I'm supposed to meet Jamram, so I'm gonna go over there.
He pales and he's like,
You're coming too, because he told me to come alone and he didn't.
I don't know who that man is.
Don't.
I couldn't.
Don't.
Possibly.
Don't. What's your name? Here. I'll make it worth your while.
Don't ask my name.
I'll make it worth your while.
My name's Zamek.
Zamek. Okay. Zamek. I'm sure Jamram's paying you for protection for this deal, right?
I don't know any Jam-Ram.
Correct.
Roll the deception.
You don't know Jamram. I don't know Jamram. We don't know anybody named Ram or Jam. I love jam. It's delicious on bagels. So let's go this direction. Come on.
He begrudgingly follows you, but he has a hand on his blaster.
I'm gonna sort of look at him and be like, really, like.
I mean, if it goes dirty, I got to do what I got to do.
It's not going to go dirty unless you guys make it dirty, and then I'll have to make it dirty too. Nobody wants that. You don't want that. I don't want that. Jamram doesn't want that.
I don't know who Jamram is. I'm
Me
telling
either.
you.
I couldn't tell you what a Jamram is either.
I could tell you what a Jamram is.
that's gross.
All right, so you approach Jamram, who is trying to talk to Bestroof while losing horribly. He's like, no, who are you? I am here to meet a guy for a thing, and you're not the guy, and I don't think you have the thing. So who are you?
Jamram.
He turns around. He's like, oh, isn't this some bullshit?
I thought you said come alone.
He's like, and he points at Bestroof. He's like, apparently you're just telling people my name.
And apparently you got boys, this one and that one. I'm going to point to the other one as well.
The other one is like, what the, me? No. He just kind of like dips around a corner like, no. What are you talking about? He bails. That guy's gone. The other guy's like, sorry, sir. He got the drop on me. And he's like, oh my God. All right. Mr. Gank, because you never told me your name.
Correct.
We spit on it, remember?
We did.
We spit on it. That
Correct.
means there's a little bit of honor. But you're not from around here, so I don't know if you were going to honor our agreement.
Correct. And I'm not from around here.
So who the hell is this?
He's blind. He doesn't know shit. So let's do our deal.
He's like, okay, so he's blind. He can't see my face.
He can't see anything.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna let's pretend I have my eye patches back on. I'm gonna flip them open.
That's disgusting.
Right. So
I mean, he's
12?
not lying.
Yeah, so I think because of this whole shenanigans, we're going to have to go back to the original price of 9.
I think because of this whole shenanigans, you were trying to rob me here, Jamram.
No, I was trying to protect myself.
And I was trying to protect myself from being
By
robbed
sending a
by you.
blind guy?
Yeah, he was unassuming.
I could have killed him.
Exactly. So you shouldn't feel threatened at all.
He pulls a blaster and points at Mr. Roof. He's like, I could still kill him.
And I could kill him too. And I'm going to pull a blaster out and point it at Beastroof.
He's just smiling.
I'm gonna raise my hand at what's his face and just stand there.
Jamram.
Jamram.
He's like, oh, this is cute. He's gonna palm my blaster bolt. That's
I
adorable.
would like to use force move and throw his blaster out of his hand.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Get it.
One dark.
Okay, so what was your original intent? Just to get out of his hand?
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
very threatened.
Okay. So I think because it's dark side, there's a little bit more malice to it. And so you don't blow the blaster out of his hand. You blow Jamram and E back like 10 feet.
Sick.
You blow them
Fucking
both
cool.
back like or whatever. They're gonna make athletics checks to see if they keep their balance. Average. Nope. Jamram doesn't. Jamram stands perfectly. He just slides. He almost like moonwalks, slides backwards. Like, what in the fuck?
E succeeds like super well.
Okay, so you get pushed back, but you're not surprised for whatever reason. Like, well, I think you're internally surprised. Externally, you're like, nah, like I'm playing this cool. But you still get pushed, but you don't fall over. Neither is Jamram, but he's just like very confused. He's like, and he's still got his blaster out. You still have yours too, but they're like, I guess you guys are kind of up or like slack, I guess right now. And he's like, what the fuck?
That is a very good question. I'm not super comfortable with any of this going on. Let's do 10 and part ways.
All right, so hand me the Camino Inn fire jewel, and I'll hand you. And he holds up the credit pack. He's like, and I'll hold you and I'll give you the credits. We're gonna do it at the same time.
I still have my hand pointed at him.
Tell your friend to put his hand down.
Bestie, put your hand down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Put my hand off to the side.
Are you ready?
All right. On
All
the
right.
count of 3,
3,
2, 1.
All right, switch watch.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got the jewel. He's like, this is great. This is awesome. Enjoy your money.
Hold on.
Yep,
Let me check it. I'm going to check it and make sure it's 10.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And he just kind of like, opens up a pocket and kind of slides it in there. And his dude kind of slides in front of him in between the two of you. And he starts whacking away, like keeping you.
But I'm absolutely going to turn around quickly, grab Bestie, and get on the elevator and go up.
Okay. You guys go up. From a shadowy corner, some brown eyes kind of squint in suspicion, seeing you guys go upstairs in the elevator at that whole scene. All right, so Bran and Funfu, you guys have
Yes.
made it to breakfast. You shittily explained away where the boys were. Something about,
They went down, and I'm already shoving food.
oh, so you actually told them the truth that they went down.
Yeah, I said
Okay.
they went down to do. They're having guy talk. And I just cut myself off mid sentence and start eating.
There's all kinds of food, and it's all not suspect. That's all whatever. There is the appropriate breakfast food for each of y'all's planets. So whatever you guys would eat,
Yeah.
and you can decide that right now. There's no actual canon Star Wars breakfast, so you can except blue milk if you want some blue milk. But what are you eating, Bran?
Blue milk cereal and
Ew. Like
the milk
cereal
in the cereal
okay, got
is
it.
blue. The
It's
cereal.
Double Sun's brand. Double Sun cereal and blue milk.
Aunt Beru's
It's
special medley.
the raisin bran.
Get
Terrible.
out
Awful.
of this podcast.
Goodbye, everyone. This is my last episode.
Bran dies for me. Bran flakes.
dies for making very bad joke. Yeah, there's some cereal. There's some fruits. There's bagels, but like they're square. Like
Squaggles.
Yeah, like space bagels. Spagels.
Got it. Or waffagels.
Yeah, waffagels. And yeah, some type of protein. You know, some meats
Okay.
that are
Some
kind of
choice meats.
yeah. Finally, some meat that is not
Suspect.
forbidden nugs or a toothfish. So Bran is just like shoving food.
Nice. And being hungover, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Funfu, what do Khalidans eat for
I don't know. I
breakfast?
feel like they have some kind of weird, like airy food that they just kind of like smell.
Absorb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like some sort of liquid based diet, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's a cool milky substance, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want. All right. So the elevator dings and you guys come out. You smell all kinds of tasty food. And Ulrin stands up and he kind of flourishes. He's like, "Oh, welcome, boys! I'm sure you had a nice chat this
We
morning."
did. It was great. We made some new friends.
Oh, you did you? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's part of this. What this republic is all about building bridges between the different races and species and planets. And I'm saying too much right now. Would you care for some breakfast, boys?
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
please.
I'm looking for some jam for on a bagel. And I'm gonna snicker.
He's like, all right. Well, I'm sure Bran would happily share her waffagels with you.
Waffagels.
Bran side eyes and just licks all of the remaining bagels.
You can have the waffagels. I'll take these English muffins.
You want to trade?
Nope,
It's okay.
it's English muffins. I'm good.
Gross. Okay, enjoy your
They'd
shit muffin.
They'd be
This just goes back to
Abrish monk.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Some Abrish muffins with some jam ram.
I'm sorry. Some what?
Some jam.
Oh, okay.
You know, jam.
All right, so Bistro, if you feel around, Ulrin has made it very kind for you. There are buttons at your like table. He made like little pop-up tables at all the chairs. So if you push the button, it tells you what food is in front of you. So what food is in front of you?
I'm pressing the button on the far right,
Okay, you tell me what the food is.
and I want it to be scrambled eggs and some bacon.
Okay, that's what it is. So you go to town on Bacon Town.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys eat your breakfast. Everybody is happy and full. When you guys are all done, you kind of like put them back on your little serving trays, and the trays actually wheel away. They were like little servo droids. And Ulrin kind of like napkins his mouth a little bit, and he's like, "All right, so we need to talk about getting you guys airborne, right? We need to do that. So I was in contact with the prince yesterday evening, and he believes he is deeply saddened at the loss of Brelk and of Bistruf's eyes and your ship, Bran. He fully intends to repay you the cost of the damages and the loss.
Good, he should.
It's okay.
I mean, I like kind of check myself. I'm like, that is very gracious and kind of you. Thank you very much.
Now we also believe a renegotiation is in order. And because your pay was being split between the 5 of you, we believe that you all should be paid differently. Hence, there are only 4 of you as opposed to 5 shares. I trust you all will find this amenable.
Did he have any family or anything?
He did. But Brelk's family took a deep life insurance policy out on him. He was, like I said, next in line to be king. So I'm sure his little brother is pretty happy to be king right now. Other than the fact that he lost his brother in some tragic accident. But we've just listed it as he died heroically in some battle as opposed to he was potentially murdered by a cutthroat in the night.
Yeah, we can take that money. That's fine.
Okay. He's like, all right. So he does some math. And he's like, that's going to equal out to, that's going to be 8,500 each time you connect the planet to the hyperspace web.
So he was getting a kingly share, huh?
Well, I mean, he was the one that we were hoping to use the more diplomatic approach with, but seeing as
We can be diplomatic.
I don't know about that.
I believe that you can, Captain. I
Thank
believe
you.
that.
I appreciate that. And I kind of glare at everyone else, and I just have like fucking crumbs and shitty milk all over my face. I'm very diplomatic.
I lean over to Steve and I'm like, well, we're the ones who got Jack on the ship.
Yeah, no, we got us here. It's all good.
I overhear them, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't fuck my way to success.
Excuse me?
Sorry, it's an inside joke.
Best Droop just like stares at the floor. Or looks at the floor without the eyes. Just like,
Angles his face
So
downward.
he is also going to 1,000-yard stare into space.
I go back and grab more food.
He's like,
Sir, so since we lost a prince, are we going to get this new one to come with us?
oh, no. Brelk was a prince, but he abdicated his position to join your crew.
Oh.
The prince, the Prince of Alderaan, he is your true employer. I'm just kind of I'm your middle management, if you will. So that's why I'm hoping we can rebuild such a good partnership, since my success is based on your success. So if
Okay.
you do poorly, things will go poorly for me. So let's try to keep ahead of schedule. I have spun all of this to the prince in a way that seems like everything is fine despite the loss of Brelk. He is upset about Bestruf's size, but I made it seem like it's what Bestruf wanted all along.
Yeah, he
so
seems kind of happy.
you're
happy?
you're smiling right now. I see your teeth. You're smiling right now. You're still. It's less of a smile and more of a roguish gleam to your cheekbones.
So will we be meeting this prince?
You will in Tiana. That's your next planet. Now, the prince does, however, believe that we need to check to make sure you all are ready. So I am going to have to subjugate you to a little test.
Okay.
Let's do
What
it.
are we testing?
Your battle readiness, since not every planet you're going to is going to be the most amenable sort.
Steve's going to snigger at this and go, yeah, sure, bring it on.
It's like, all right, everyone must participate, and everyone must finish off their droid themselves.
All right.
All right. He's like, so he stands up and he points to a room off to the side. He's like, if you all will follow me into this chamber, we will begin.
As we're walking over there, I want to elbow Bestruf and say, I know you can't see this, but I have my new doctor's coat on.
Oh, that's amazing.
And in the future, you need to address me as Dr. Funfu.
Dr. Fun. Okay. Got it, Dr. Funfu. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys go into this room. It's very dark, but small light panels are at your feet. Just kind of illuminating. Think Billie Jean, floor light panels. They only light up where you walk, and they're only lighting up you right now because you're staying still. And Ulrin's standing at the door, and he's like, "All right, so you're going to fight some droids. They're going to adequately test you for the journey ahead." And I do have to say that at the moment that you crossed this threshold, you waived any rights that you had to, if you perish in the test.
We couldn't discuss that before we walked in.
He kind of holds up your data pad and he kind of swipes through all. He's like, you guys all signed a contract where you basically do all kinds of things.
Okay.
So good luck. And remember, each one of you must kill a droid, must destroy it. We must know everyone's combat effectiveness. And remember, this is not playtime. These are real boys. They'll hurt, but don't worry. We have a medical center to patch you up right afterward. And he's like, okay, bye. And he steps through the door, and the door shuts. It's very dark for a second, and you guys hear kind of this whirring noise. And then in front of each of you are 4 sets of glowing green eyes. And then underneath them lighted panels light up, and the room kind of undims, and you guys see 4 black tubular styled droids standing in front of you, and one of them holds up a robot hand that transforms into a gun, and points at you guys. And that's where we gonna stop for today.
Bam, bam.